This is the Cholo News Report for Thursday 19 October 2017. Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy warns Catalonian President Carles Puigdemont that the region's autonomy will be suspended if he fails to drop the Catalonian government's bid for secession by 1000 am CEST. Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy set the deadline for Mr. Puigdemont to offer a definitive answer on the independence question, and called on him to act sensibly. Reports in Spanish and Catalan media suggest Mr. Puigdemont will move ahead with the independence bid if Madrid rejects his call for dialogue and suspends the autonomy of the wealthy northeastern region. On Wednesday, Barcelona football fans called for political negotiations, unveiling a huge banner reading "Dialogue, Respect, Sport" during a Champions League match against Olympiacos from Greece. Winston Peters of New Zealand first chooses to create a coalition with the Labour Party and form the sixth Labour government. The decision will come as a shock to National, which holds 2 more seats than the Labour Green bloc and ends its hope of leading New Zealand for a 4th term. Ardern will be New Zealand's 3rd woman Prime Minister, after Jenny Shipley and Helen Clark. She will also be its 2nd youngest ever Prime Minister, after Edward Stafford, who was also aged 37 when he took office 161 years ago. Jacinda Ardern, the leader of the Labour Party, will be the next Prime Minister. Speaking in the Beehive Theatre on Thursday evening, Mr. Peters said siding with National would have meant a modified status quo versus change with Labour. A workplace shooting in Edgewood, Maryland, United States, results in the deaths of 3 people and injures 2. The suspect, Rudy Labib Prince, flees to neighboring Delaware, where he allegedly shoots a man in Wilmington hours later, before his capture in Newark. Police, who had received an earlier alert about Prince from Maryland officials, spotted the vehicle leaving the scene and briefly chased it, before losing it. In Edgewood, Maryland, Prince killed the 3 victims at the Advanced Granite Solutions home remodeling business where he worked, roughly 30 miles northeast of Baltimore, around 9 a.m., Harford County Sheriff Jeffrey Goller said. Party leader and Chinese President Xi Jinping addresses more than 2,000 delegates in Beijing. The Congress is expected to finish next week. Shortly after the Congress ends, the party is expected to unveil the new members of China's top decision-making body, the Politburo Standing Committee, who will steer the country. In a long and confident speech, he looked back on his first 5 years in office, saying the party had achieved miracles and China's international standing had grown. The Congress has also affected businesses, with some restaurants, gyms, nightclubs and karaoke bars reportedly shutting down due to tightened security rules. The Quebec National Assembly passes legislation banning Muslim women wearing the veil to receive or give public services, including riding public buses. Members of the provincial legislature voted 6,551 in favor of the legislation on religious neutrality, known as Bill 62, on Wednesday morning. The law forces citizens to uncover their faces in order to receive or give public services in the French-speaking province. Shaheen Ashraf, a board member of the Canadian Council of Muslim Women based in Montreal, said she was disturbed and unsettled and upset that the legislation was passed.